I'm Terry, and this is Tea with Terry, where we talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions. So today, as you find that I often do, I have a thought and an action. They're sort of combined because what we find is that we want to put these thoughts, create new thoughts, and then put them into action. So today we're going to talk about the acronym HALT, H-A-L-T. And this is particularly important when we are learning how to assess how we are feeling as we're making habit changes, or if you're working to change your relationship with alcohol, this is going to be a very important tactic for you. So first of all, let's talk about what HALT stands for. So H is for hungry, A is for angry, L is for lonely, and T is for tired. And all of these emotions and these physical things can derail us and take us off of our game and also impact how well we're using the brain power that we have to make healthy changes. So there are two, you'll notice, two are physical attributes, hunger and tired, and then two are emotional, angry or lonely. So let's talk about why it's so important, because negative emotions can stimulate the addiction center in your brain. So first of all, let's talk about H for hunger. Now, we know that hunger, we can usually feel the symptoms. Maybe even your stomach is growling, or you might feel a little bit shaky, and you might notice that your blood sugar feels like it's plummeted and you are definitely hungry. So that can be a sign that it's time to eat something and get back into a place where your blood sugar is regulated, because if your blood sugar is out of whack, you are going to have more cravings. Your brain is going to be more susceptible to cravings, and that might create a desire to drink. So we want to pay attention also to our brain health. So you could maybe not be hungry, but if you haven't nourished your brain, you could be missing a key part of the acronym HALT when it comes to hunger. All right, well, let's talk about angry. So anger is not necessarily a negative emotion. We can use anger to kind of right the balance in our emotions. It can be a way to release steam. It can be a helping emotion at times. However, too much anger is like too much sleep. It can start to be detrimental to our health. So when you ask yourself, why am I responding this way, or what's happening in the background? If you find that anger is a lot of the response that comes up for you, that's something that you can work on through meditation, stress coping management, deep breathing, lots of tips around that. And then lonely for L, so H-A-L, lonely. Social isolation makes recovery more difficult. So when we are suddenly feeling depleted, we can ask ourselves, am I perhaps lonely? Am I missing social connection? And again, particularly when it comes to changing your relationship with alcohol, in early sobriety or recovery, it's important to have connection to others. And finally, we have the T for tired. So fatigue is like being hungry. It can affect the brain. And when we are in early recovery, we might need more sleep. So using this acronym HALT is a great way to check in. When we feel ourselves kind of slipping down the slope where we are not feeling as in control of our emotions or our physicality, and maybe we're a little more irritated, or we're noticing some cravings for alcohol, we can ask ourselves, is it possible that I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? And this will give us so much information to start paying attention to what we can change and get back in control, so that we can have the thoughts followed by the actions that are going to serve us best. All right, well, that's Tea for Terry today. I'll see you next week.